Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Motivational Monday, where each one teach one. Tonight I've been a little bit under the weather. I got a little cold, but I'm okay. All right. Heavenly Father, thank you for your endless love and consistent care for us. Even when we feel overwhelmed or alone, we are grateful that you see every details of our life. Lord, we cast all our anxieties to you because you care for us. We release all burdens we were never meant to carry alone. The worries about tomorrow, the pains of the past, and the fears we hold inside. Remind us today that even the birds of the air and the flowers of the fields are under your watchful eyes, and that we are far more valuable. Teach us to rest in your presence, to trust your perfect timing, and to see the peace that comes from knowing you are our provider, our shepherd. Help us to walk in confidence, knowing that you go before us and will never leave our side. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen and amen. Once again, thank you guys for locking in to Motivational Monday. Phil is supposed to be joining us um, shortly. But tonight I would like to give a shout out to birthdays. I want to say happy birthday to Jackie Jean. Happy birthday to Jackie John. Happy birthday to my great niece Destiny Imari. And all those who are celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday. May God continue to richly bless each and every one of you guys. I know birthdays are special, and we just have to thank God when we see another day in the land of the living. you know. Last week was my birthday, and we did have a great time. Last week was my mom's birthday too. She enjoyed as well, and my nephew Jemai Worrell, he born on the same day as my mom. So birthdays are always special, especially um, when you are trying to um, just have a special birthday. So I'm gonna bring Philia on, and that's fine, Philia. I have you on WhatsApp, and you can do your stuff now. So you can do. Okay. All right. So we'll just play you by voice. Go ahead. Word of the week.
Okay. All right. All right. Word of the week is gargantuan. Gargantuan is something that is large and gigantic. Gargantuan is spelled Gargantuan, and it describes something that is very large in size or amount, or something that is gigantic.
Yeah.
Our scripture of the day,
Yes,
will be taken from, I'll let you know right now. For the day will be taken from 2 Corinthians 12, verse 10. And it says, "That's why I take pleasure in my weaknesses and in insults, hardships, persecutions, and troubles that I suffer for Christ. For when I am weak, then I am strong."
amen.
Amen.
So who are we gonna shout out this week, or what verse you have for us? Quote.
Okay. Our shout out. Okay, the quote of the day will be taken from Billie Eilish, which says, "I've always liked being busy if I have nothing to do for a week." And for this quote, it's just showing that never stay still, always keep the momentum so that life can continue to be pursued.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Philly.
Thank you.
Hope you get through it everything. Have a blessed night. Okay.
Yes, you too. Thank you so much.
All right, no problem. Okay. Yes, guys. So there it is. We had Philia there. Philia is having some problems with her car right now. It's very cold out there in New York City, and she's out there doing her thing. I want to say all those that are locking in online, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure having you guys tune in and listen to us every Monday. I want to say happy, uh, what we in February? Yes, happy February month. Again, time is drawing so quickly, and you know, I say it's February already. Time waits on no one. Hi, Josiah. Hi, Sarah. Yes. So, we always have to give credit where credit is due and always know that the struggle is real for a lot of people. So, I have a good night, Kurt. Good night. Um, yeah. So Philia, I will be doing the show tonight because Philia, again, she has some car problems, and she, I don't know if she'll come back on later, but you know, God is good all the time, right? All right. So we want to talk a little bit about drinking water. I know a lot of us have issue with not drinking water, and we like a lot of sweet stuff. Natasha, good night, good night, good night. So I just want to give you guys a little tip. Drinking sufficient water daily yields numerous health advantages by maintaining cellular function, fluid balance, and organ efficiency. Every cell requires water for optimal operation, aiding digestion, joint lubrication, waste elimination, and preventing dehydration related fatigue. Research indicates hydration influences mood, energy, attention, and potentially protect against age related chronic diseases. It enhances physical performance. Water regulates body temperature through sweat, preventing overheating during exercise. Dehydration is lower than 2% body weight loss, impairs endurance, strength, and coordination. It boosts cognitive function, aids digestion and constipation relief. Water softens stool and promote regular bowel movement, reducing constipation risk. Kidney functions better with ample water production, less concentrated urine, and conserving energy. It supports kidney health, improve health, assist weight management, reduce headache intensity, support heart health. Water intake actually lowers heart rate and raise blood pressure, beneficial for those with osteohypertension. Hypertension. How much water you should drink? Recommended 3.7 liters total water daily for men and 91 ounces for women, including all sources. Right? So, again, drinking a lot of water is very, very, very important. Stay hydrated, guys. Remember, I am not a doctor. I'm reading from Google. So just be careful, okay? So let me see. Tonight we have special guests. We're going to bring on Eddie Charles. Um, he is in charge of traffic, the band. So I'm going to bring Eddie on and we're going to chat with him a little bit. Um, you know, about the industry. I know it's tough for some because it's not easy. And sometimes, when I see comments with people making accusation against some of the soca artists, I think it's a lot that goes into it, and people shouldn't judge one another because we all here for a reason in life. And I know sometimes things could be tough for people, but nights after nights, these people practicing, they have it tough. So, I don't think we should be able to judge anybody or think that they should retire because everybody here is made for something. So I'm just waiting for Eddie to come on, and if I can't get him on, I'll just get him on WhatsApp. So let me call him and see if he's ready. Hey, you get the link I sent you? Okay, all right. So be ready when you are. Okay. Yes. So he's gonna come on here and we're gonna chat with him. I look at Eddie when he practices band night for those that follow him, and I know that it's a lot of rehearsing, a lot of late nights, and I think it's so interesting because sometimes we don't know the hard work these people put in night after night, day after day to perfect their art form. So we have Eddie here now. Welcome to Motivational.
Hi, good night, good night.
Good night, good night. Thank you, Eddie, for joining us. The reason why I really wanted to get you on is because I look at you and I look at you practicing in your bathroom with your team when you put it up. And I say to myself, when people think that, well, I would say you're somebody old in the business in the sense of you've been performing for how many years. And when I hear comments like, why these older artists don't give the younger one a chance, or I think they should take a, for me, I think there is no age for retirement. I think you can go as long as you want. How do you proceed with that when people say these kind of?
Well, in my view, to this question that you asked, only in Trinidad, right? Um,
Yeah,
we they decide to shelf artists only in Trinidad,
yeah,
but all
yes,
around the world, look, Luther Vandross, all them other artists still singing, you know,
yes.
big artists, and they still doing the thing. So it's only Trinidad like they have a thing
About
that they like to shelf you. Like when you reach maybe 60 or 65, guys, you should stop singing. But I think it's wrong. I think we should go right down till we lie down.
I think so too. I think it's that because I was looking at our next soca artist tonight, a young lady Paige, and she was talking about Marshall Montano and saying why he don't rest and give the younger ones a chance. But my thing is, why should he rest? This is the boy life. He's been
Exactly. Yes.
soca. He's from what? The age 8, 9 years, and 52 now. He
Yes.
knows nothing else about soca, and I don't know why people should hate on him and other artists who bring in the craft, who working hard, who putting in the work.
The work.
Because
Yes. Yes.
work. So Eddie, tell us a little bit about what work that goes into it. Because I watch you and you put in a lot of work too.
Well, Phyllis, I've been doing this thing same time with Marshall. I started singing, in primary school. I sing in parang bands and stuff like that. From primary school to junior sec to comprehensive. My first band was a band called Infinity, and then I joined Traffic in 1992.
Right.
1992. I was in Traffic for like about 20 years,
Yeah.
right? And then I formed my own band, Triple X. and then from Triple X, but I was doing like everything, like the owner, the manager, the the artist, and then from there, 18, I was 18 for 10 years,
Yes.
right? And from 18, I formed back traffic.
Right.
So I know that I had that inspiration, for good music, putting out good music out there. And I'm a leader. I'm not a follower.
Right.
And I know what I could do, right? Because
Yeah.
any band that I was always the leader,
Always.
right? And once I in a band, take what I'm telling you, it's gonna always be a hit band.
Yes. And Eddie, if I recall, you are the first man I saw singing in underwear too, right?
Say that again.
I say you are the first person I saw perform in just the underwear. It wasn't Benjai. You was there
Well,
before Benjai.
yes, but the
Back
underwear
in the
thing
days.
started from Colin Lucas with Dalawine,
Right.
right? And
So it's
then from
not Benjai. So I want the
yes,
public to know it's not Benjai. It was first.
yes, Benjai came after,
Yeah.
but I'm the
But
original
Eddie,
boxer shorts man.
I know that. But Eddie, tell me a bit about how I know rehearsal could go on for hours, right? And I
Yeah,
know you have to sing all these set of songs over and over. So tell us a little bit that goes into that.
right. Well, the rehearsals really, is plenty work. I think I lost here. I lost here. Oh no.
No, no, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm
Yes.
here.
Well, we've been putting in the work. When the band started back like 3 years ago, we've been putting in the work like every night.
Right.
Monday to Friday, and then after we started, started get a little better and better and better, we started cutting down at 3 days, and then now we cut it down for 2 days, which is just Tuesday and Thursday.
Right.
So we practice normally from 6 to 10 o'clock.
Okay.
And we put in that work. Like if we have on a weekend, like if we have like 3 and 4 shows, if we had a backup any artist, sometimes we even put it on a Sunday.
Right.
When everybody home eating the macaroni pie and the nice barbecue chicken and all that kind of thing. We inside the band room putting on work.
We have Lincoln Reed shouting you out. He said, Eddie, my good friend, the best of the best.
Yes, big up to Lincoln,
Big
out in
up,
New
big
York.
up. Yes. So, Eddie, I had the pleasure of seeing you at John Cupid 2 the other night. I was
Yes,
in the Soca Village. I just want to touch on that a little bit because I think whosoever created that village with the both stage, where you can get, a sit down concert and then you want to go back and all, you can go on that side. I think kudos to whoever thought of that because I don't think they have a village like that before. Am I correct?
well, they always had that, but I think NCC is in charge of the Carnival Village,
Right.
right? They do it every year, even with whichever party is in power, right? And but this
But
one,
what is
they just
different
did.
this year though?
Say that again,
This
please.
is different this year.
Well, they did it a little more bigger,
Okay.
right? Where they had the Flavor Village, and then they had the John Cupid.
Yes.
So they had like 2 stages, but normally just one stage you normally have.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
But I think it was a great idea to have both stages because you have a more mature crowd at the John Cupid, and then the flavor had more younger, jumpy settings.
Yes, yes. I think was a good idea, because everybody get a little play, the older artists, the younger artists, the bands, they had like chutney bands and they had, so everybody get a little play. And I think that was really good what NTC did.
Yes, I think so. We have to say big up to NCC. I think that moving forward, they should bring it to different areas. I think, South, what's another big area? Marima, Point 14.
Yeah, point 14,
You know
yes.
what I'm saying? Yeah, because not everybody too, and I like what Patrice did too by having that free concert because not everybody could afford, especially with the economy of this year, which is
Yes.
going wrong. I noticed that a lot of stores, a lot of bars and everything closing. We're not having the magnitude of concerts due to all the regulation that they have this year. So I think that it was very nice that they have a free pre-concert that people could have really come out and
Come on,
support.
yes, yes. It was really nice.
Yeah, I think that is very good. So tell us, how has been 2026 shaping up for you so far?
Well, 2026 been shaping up really, really good for traffic. You know, we had a lot of corporate events. Um, we will not be on the road Monday and Tuesday, but normally I like that live band thing on the road Monday and Tuesday. Okay. This weekend we're gonna be at the village on Friday. On Wednesday we're gonna be in the village too for the Iceland. So Iceland on Wednesday. On Friday we're gonna be in the village, and on Saturday we're gonna be in Skinner Park. So far
So you,
things is looking good.
finals.
Yeah, the
Have,
finals. Yeah, the semifinals in Skinner Park.
well, I'll be there. I'll be checking it out. You're doing the after party.
Yes, the after party. Yes.
Oh, then we'll be rocking. So Eddie, what you think about this year carnival season with the songs and things?
Well, it had great songs, right? And I think the new artists they've been doing a good work, you know, like Voice and all Nyla and the new those new artists, they've been doing a wonderful job. You know, kudos to them. And
Yes.
I think the carnival this year it was a bit slow, you
Right.
know, with the events and them because a lot of events canceled
Yes.
because of the regulation and the rules, and you can't do it in the stadium, and you can't do there, and you can't do there. So it slowed down some of the events. And with the patrons now, how plenty of people get sent home from their job and stuff like that, they not really do have that finance again to go out there and really party and have a good time like long time.
Yeah, I realize that there's a lot of rules and regulations now, but still they're trying to do the best with what they have. I also was in the panorama yesterday, Eddie,
Yes,
and I noticed too they cut a lot of fundings, and I know that not everybody could have took part in the panorama in the sense of like how it was before. They're
before, yes.
working with what they have. They're working with what they have, right?
Yeah.
Um, what are your intakes on?
Well, I think what I'm doing, fellas, most of the sponsors, right? Like most of the big sponsors like Carib, Angostura, B Mobile, Digicel, you know, I don't think they don't have the funding again to sponsor these stuff. Even NLCB, right? Those are was like big sponsors in the carnival, and most of them not really sponsoring again because in my earlier days in traffic, when you go by Carib or by B Mobile, they write another check for 200,000.
Yeah,
But now if you go by these like by Bmall, and most of them want to give you like products. You go by Carib, they want to get 10 case of Carib. You go by Angostura, they want to get 2 case of rum. You go by B Mobile, they want to get some flag to give away. So I think that is the problem there. What we are having is the sponsors not really sponsoring the bands, the artists, the panorama. Everybody kind of pulling out.
yeah, and I think that is hard. I mean, we still having a carnival, but I think that it's not in the magnitude as you will see.
Yes,
You know,
before. Yes.
I also wrote up that South is dead tonight. They don't really have nothing going on, right? We
No,
all
no.
Papi's Water Hole Thursday who tried to bring artists down for the South people back
Right.
free. The only action you'll see next week, God's willing, after the semi-finals, then you'll find South have things going on. But other than that, as a foreigner, as people coming in, everybody have to tread up for the space.
For Spain,
So
yes,
the
yes.
avenue is always on and popping. We know you could always the Carnival Village. So you always have to leave South and come to Port of Spain. And other people ask why we don't support anything in South. And that's the reason there's nothing to support. We have to go up to support, even to one of the panyards. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So
Well,
I
I
mean,
think what I think, Phyllis, I think even NCC, they should have they should have bring the flavor village to south too. You know, give the south people something because
Yes,
remember you have Point 14, you have people coming from Low Zero, you have people coming from deep south. They want something too because to travel or to drive from Palaseco when I'm gonna visit to Tong. That's like 2 hours.
yeah.
2 hours to return, 2 hours to come back up. So that's that's plenty on someone.
Yeah, because I made the trip with like 45 to go because I'm okay and 45 to come back.
45 to come back,
So,
yes.
and then you can't drink and drive, and then it's
Right.
night time to go up and night time to come back
Come
down.
down. Yes, yes, yes.
So, sometimes it can be very hard. But I think it really was nice to have that carnival village. And I really hope that do, as I said, move to a different place, like bring it to South Point or different places that access it.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they should have moved it around. Give everybody a little play. Because as I said, people coming from deep, deep, deep south, they want to come down in town. Because the Carnival Village is going on till the 28th of February.
Yeah, because every night me and my sister was taking it in when I was in New York, and I was like, wow, this is so good. So excited every night. We lined up watching this about an hour ahead back home to finish around 11 o'clock. But we used to take it all Saturday, different night, the chutney, everything. I think it really was good. Really,
Yeah,
really,
yes, yes, it was.
yeah. Even bringing out like Ronnie McIntosh, crazy, some of the older guys
Yeah, somebody will like,
who
yeah,
we
somebody will
ain't
like
see for
connections
a
and stuff.
long time. I think that was really, really good. So you're not with no tents, right?
No, 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 no. I'm a party guy. I like to mash up fit. I like bacchanal, fellas. Bacchanal, bacchanal.
Yes, yes, yes. No, Eddie, just want to give you a flower because let me tell you, I know probably has tight nights because it's not easy, especially when you have to run, when you
Yes.
have things going. I also read in the newspaper today that they want to put taxes on us. You read about that?
Yes, they do. Well, they've been wanting us to do that like since like about 3 years ago. There was always talking about that. But since this party getting power now, like they want to implement on it now, they want to force it now, making sure that the artists, bands, promoters, anybody that doing fets and stuff, that they have to pay taxes.
Right. Do you think that is something good or something bad from your experience?
Well, it's something good, yes, and it's something bad because we don't work every month,
Right.
right?
Only
So let's just
season.
say
In the
when
season.
Carnival done, yes, the season. So when Carnival done, our next stop again might be quite what Borody,
Right, May.
right? And then hoping that we might get a two call to go outside to do something for Caribana or Barbados or
Right.
Labor Day or Miami
Right.
Carnival, hoping that they get a call,
Wow.
right?
So
But to get a call,
would that
you
affect
gotta have
you?
a hit song.
Yeah, because it's not like if you have a job 24/7. So
Yeah,
then that implementation might be only taxing for the season, as you say. Because if you don't get any job, you have Christmas that you have your little parang, and then back to carnival again.
about the
Which
Carnival, yes.
make it make sense if you know what.
Yes, yes. So that I'm saying it's good and it's bad.
Yeah, yeah. Again, I know the government trying to make money in every avenue, but as I say, make it make sense. That means what I am seeing is that a lot of soca artists might perform because they might can't pay the tax too. Think about it in
Yeah,
that way.
exactly.
Person
Because
who
because
is
as
not
I said to
a
Phyllis,
popular person,
it's
how
not
are
the
they going
artists alone taxing,
to
they are taxing the promoters too. So then the promoters ain't gonna show no event. So how the artists working?
Yes. Shaniqua is saying one of my very good friends, Shamon, is performing with Eddie and his band. They are doing a fantastic job for the season thus far. So
Yes,
kudos.
yes, yes, yes. Yes. That Sharon, he's one of our new vocalists in the band. He just joined like about 3 months ago.
Oh, nice.
Yes, yes, and he's doing a wonderful job. Well, working under me too, Phyllis. I just really like in the army.
You have to
Yeah, you
perfect.
have to get good. You have to get good. When I done with you have to get good.
Well, Eddie, You could write a book, because you've been doing this for look how long, look how
Th-
many years,
35 years.
35 years. And we have to give
35 years.
us, because not everybody could last 35 years.
Exactly.
So, he's a big man in business. I just always say that people have to give you your flowers and recognition.
Yes,
And
thank you.
I'm so happy that I called you tonight. What I want Eddie on, I want to hear his take on 2026 Carnival and to give us more background on the bands and how.
Yes.
And I like to how I see Ronnie McIntosh come back out too.
Yes, when you come back up. But Phyllis, in my band traffic, I have a lot of young people
Yes.
where I'm in Julian, because even the bass guy Daron, we have the sample guy Dale, Elbon on guitar. Well, Robbie is still with us. That's the trumpet guy.
Right.
He been in traffic from day one. The new trombonist. So only like two guys really from the old traffic, which is Robert Ives on trumpet and Dean Kojo, who is the engineer. But everybody else is young and new.
And Eddie,
but working under me, I always try to guide them.
right. What I like about that too, you're opening up yourself to young thinking man. And I think this is what we lack in most of stuff that we do, because a lot of older folks think is either their way or the highway.
Yes.
Whereas now you're young and you will still take advice from them, but yet guide them in the way that they need to go. And that is so exceptional, because the transparency now, you're mixing old with new,
With new,
and
yeah.
trying to guide them in the way that they're supposed to go, instead of falling down and falling down. You understand? But I think a lot of older people too don't want to hear from the youths, but the youths have a lot to offer.
They have a lot to offer, Phyllis, but most of the youth, they doesn't want to listen, because they figure they know everything.
Right.
Right? So, as me in the industry for the past 35 years, I've been around it. Right? It's not to say that I won't take a little advice from them. Right? But they was not wrong it to know what it was like.
Right.
So I explained to them first what it was like and what you have to do and stuff like that. Because when I started doing Soca Parang in 1993, right? Nobody didn't know Eddie Charles singing Soca Parang. But what I did, I worked the ground, right? I used to burn CDs, jump in my vehicle, and I drive in all over the place. Right. Anyway, I see a parang, I run in here and singing. Or I give in my CD, So you have to do your groundwork too.
Yes.
But the young people today, they may walk groundwork in it. They sing a song, or they book me and pay me. You understand? But you have to work the ground.
Yeah, and I think too, Eddie, that is a good point that you bring up, because I realized too, I was listening to another soca artist too, saying that experience singing in a tent is different. You can't just go in a tent like that. No. You have to audition. You have to see if it's going to be accepted, and then your music. So it's a lot of steps, I think, too, the younger generation really needs to take, and don't feel like if you're entitled, because this is hard. I am sure that you starting off when you go to New York City, you ain't getting no money. You have to stay by a friend and make sure you make it, because I heard another artist said 6 months they're going to perform $200 back in the days.
Yeah.
You ain't getting.
No, I can't show all that.
People want podium, people want this, people want that, they want special water, they want all of this kind of thing. Come on.
Yeah, I passed through all that stage. We used to rent like an Airbnb, right? We never used to stay in a hotel.
Right.
We rent an Airbnb, everybody in the house. We go by the grocery, we buy groceries, we make all the breakfast, lunch, because I was the cook.
Right.
In traffic, I was the cook. So I cooking for everybody. And we make that sacrifices. Yes. Right? We sleep on mattress on the ground.
Right.
Then young people don't want a mattress on the ground, Them want 5-star hotel.
Yes. tell them, Eddie, because I think some of them hearing and they listening.
Yeah, because I pay my dues.
I
just listen to a lot of people for less about the paid dues and the paid dues. Or they may pay no dues.
No,
I can tell them about paid dues. You know, go places and perform, and the promoter come and say, boy, all they have good news and bad news. Where's the good news? The good news is the band song good, people like the band. But the bad news is no money. What we gonna do? We can't do nothing.
Wow.
Right?
You see,
and we make that sacrifice, right? And I make that sacrifice with traffic since in 1992.
Right.
Went all Canada and stuff like that, and who can come back home with no money.
Wow.
But we stamped the ground. And when we went back the next year, they couldn't talk to me again because the big band traffic.
Right.
So you must pay dues.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
I just tell them the village, everything is the money.
No.
Money will come. Do the work, money will come.
Eddie, I like that, you know. I like that. Do the work and the money will come, because a lot of people just doing it for the money.
For the money, yeah.
And you might have a big song this year, but next year you have a song. You understand?
Exactly.
Now, they're looking at people who have hit after hit after hit, right? I see most of the big artists, they do the work. They go on the ground and they do the work.
Yeah.
It's not like they have a big song year after year. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down.
Down, yes.
You understand it all to do with the season. But then I know that with social media now, marketing is important. A lot of people market the product.
It is, yes.
And another artist who have better marketing skills, which is TikTok, the Instagram.
Instagram, yes.
You know, they get around.
But,
and even ones who go to schools too. A lot of the ones who go to the school and give back.
Yes.
A lot of people don't want to give back from the heart, as you say. They want to look for the dollars.
But I think too, fellas, to some of the artists have to know how to deal with people.
Right.
Talk to them. You have to be humble. In this business, you have to be humble. You can't be aggressive and rowdy and want to cuss and them. No.
Arrogant.
You have to be cool and humble, right? As I said, I've been in the business 35 years, and I think I'm one of the humblest guys that have in the industry.
Well, I could say that because you could always approach you and get a pity and you're smiling. Yeah. Some of them are unapproachable. You know, and what I say too is the fans that make you.
Exactly. Yes.
People, I can tell if a certain artist, right, come to New York to perform. Boy, this artist is a big artist. And Coney Island. And people wanted to take pictures of him. And Eddie, he just get on like if he's a big celebrity with all these security guys and away gone. No, I'm not paying to go. That is we thing. I'm not paying because he didn't act like that to me.
Yeah.
You understand? So for me, we make you because you get our money. And now we take a picture or people want to take a picture with you. And that's treating people.
No, you can't treat people like that. No, you can't treat people like that.
You got to come down from there.
Yeah.
When your fans see you, the fans want to take a picture. Hey, Eddie, what's up? Have a picture? Wait till you take a picture and smile. And that one is always say, you most down to earth guys.
Yes.
Miracle, down to earth. Down to earth. You understand? You all don't refuse your fans because it's your fans what make you in this position.
That's true.
When they reach up here, they think they're too big.
Yes.
And that is it.
Because to me, Phyllis, right? Like, well, I live Santa Cruz, right? So like, if I stop in somewhere to get something, people calling me out in the car and they stop in and boy, thing to admire. I like what you're doing stuff like, and I just talk like it's a cool scene, People calling me out from the car, they're driving. Hey, what do you see? But I know them, but they know me. People are like Maxi, bus driver, kind of thing, calling me because even like when I come to New York for Labor Day, sometimes I walk along Flatbush. The bus driver will calling me. I say, well, this bus driver know me from.
Because your personality.
Yes.
But I think a lot of people need to learn protocol.
Yes.
I think too that people, you have fans, and they have to understand people will want to take a photo of you. And when you stand offish like that, you lose fans, you
Yes,
know.
exactly. Yes,
And
yes,
I think
you will
that,
lose
yeah,
fans.
you will lose fans, and they will be like, "Oh, this person too stuck up." Like me, I wouldn't ask that next person for a picture or nothing, because to me, he real stuck up and think he's all of that. He's a South man. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? So I think you always have to remember where you come from, where you're
Sure.
going, because sometimes you're not going to stay up there all the time. You
Only
will
time. Yes,
fall.
yes, yes.
So you have to be humble and just respect, because I think too, people will tell you, the friends, hey, Eddie, check out Eddie, blase, blase, whatever. But a lot of people into this social now, and they go with and likes. And if you ain't doing with it right, you lose all them back down to the end.
Yeah, but yeah, back down, yes. Because I
It's
see
like
plenty
saying
artists who was up
Canada.
there.
It's
Phyllis,
like
it's that
saying
plenty
Canada.
artists who was up there and hit rock bottom. They can't even get yourself.
Yes,
Because when they
yes,
course on people, you can't course on people. You can't do that. As an artist, you have to be humble. Even my two singers that I have in the band there, which is Dazzler and Brim, I tell them all you have to be humble. All you can't be hasty with nobody and vex and I'm gonna no, be humble.
right, right. Choose your battle. Choose your
Right?
battle. Choose your battle.
Yeah. I just talk to them every day. Even after we done rehearse, we say we prayers and as always, tell them thing, all keep all your head on all your shoulder. Be cool and be humble. That the only so you can make it in his life.
Yeah, yeah. Because sometimes, Eddie, I hear the backstories of some of the artists too, eh? And I was listening to one, and tears come to my eye to know that that young girl went so much, and we look at them like, wow, on stage, but we don't know back, you know. And when
Yeah.
she was saying that she eat rice and butter, and when she was saying, know, her house to sing to save money to pay the money for HDC, but throw her out with her baby. In the struggle, she was molested. That had it hard.
Hard, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's why I understand Trinidadians putting a time limit on people, but you should retire. Why should you retire when you
Yeah,
work
yeah.
all your life to sing? This is all you know.
Yes. But our next thing to Phyllis, I just have even tell most of my musicians and even my vocalists and them in front, I just tell them nothing lasts forever, right?
Right.
So the little money that you're making, make
Yes.
sure and do the correct thing with it. Build a house, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Because somehow we get caught up in the brands,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Because it have things that you could buy cheap and still look good.
That is what the artist was saying. She was like, people always ask her, "Oh, you looking so good. You have money." Take. She said, "No, Frederick Street." She said
Yeah,
that she will wear a T-shirt and do her own thing, and it costs 150 TT. That
yeah.
Vuitton, Gucci, and different. She said she cannot afford that. She's a saver. She learned to save and contrive. But again, who looking from the outside will say, "Wow, this that." And the-" Say she learned to save her money
Save, yes,
for the
yes. You have
rainy
to do that.
days.
You have to do that. Yeah.
A soccer artist not getting a pension,
Yeah, no.
All they have no pension to get.
Because look, fellas, I know like three soca artists that passed away, right?
Right,
I go call no name, right?
right.
But three artists that passed away and they left nothing behind.
Yeah,
That is crazy.
yeah.
That
Yep.
is crazy, super crazy.
I know. Because I know the struggle is real. I know the struggle is real. And I want it starts and stem from being humble, as you say, and putting your money away for the rainy
Yes. Putting the money good
COVID.
use. Yeah.
COVID, you survive? You survive.
Yes, I, fellas, let me tell you a little thing about me, right?
Yes,
In my early days at traffic, when I started travel, what I used to do, I used to buy stuff and bring back to sell,
right,
right? I have a little mini mart home where I live. I opened that since 1990.
right.
I still have my mini mart, right?
Yeah,
At Azuka Rentals.
Right.
I just do transport. I'm a maxi. I just do apartment rental like Airbnb and apartment rent. So you understand? I
Yeah.
put my money, and that what I keep telling the musicians and the artists in my band, you have to put all your money in good use
Yeah.
because all that we get, right? As you said, sometimes they will shelf us, so we still have something to come back to at,
Yes.
you know.
Yes.
So instead of a little business here and then a little clothes business or something, because I used to bring sneakers and clothes and perfume and organize thing to sell.
Yeah. I like that. And that's why I disrespect Iowa George too. And I disrespect Marshall and I disrespect all of those soca artists who have a side hustle
Yeah.
because soca has no pension in it. And
Yes.
you have to think about rainy days. And I remember during COVID with online with Digicel having these you know, Patrice and Voice and Elon and all these fella doing during COVID period to keep us entertained because I know if anything out in public, like
Yes.
you have you think Elon have it easy too? Elon have a bar when he done in the morning on the radio, he go Sammy who just
Yeah.
be on
Yeah.
radio. When Sammy finish, he had to go and fry fish in the restaurant. So
Yes. Yes. Yes.
the struggle is real for
Yeah.
the,
The struggle is real.
normal man
Yes.
who don't have a good job to have a pension for you to live on after. So you have to save and invest. And that's the message tonight. Save and invest. Invest
And
those
invest.
things
Yes.
and follow the Joneses and you get nothing at the end of the day. That's great advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eddie, you have your head on. Anthony saying there was a plan for promoters to keep 10% to invest for their future, but they refused to agree. Oh, okay. So I don't know what plan that he's talking about. Yeah, but I for a big man in the business, you being around for all these years, you keep afloat, you keep doing your thing and right, raising the bar. Because
Yes.
again, when you come out on that stage, and I just it takes energy. Do you drink
Yes.
alcohol? Do you drink or no?
Well, a little one drink, but I'm not a big drinker,
Okay,
and I don't smoke.
right. Because you have to have energy to go all night with your
Yes.
breathing.
Yes. Yes.
All this,
Yes.
it,
Because sometimes, Phyllis, in the early days of traffic, we used to do kind of 4 or 5 shows a night.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We used to have like 4 or 5 shows a
From
night.
one show to the next show to
To the
the next
next. Yeah.
show. Like how
Yeah.
Marshall is be running.
Yeah.
It doesn't be easy, but
Uh-huh.
you know. So what advice you want to give them out there moving forward now with all we're going
No, well, the young people, they just gotta keep their on their shoulder. As I say, save your money, right? Invest because not every day is Sunday.
through? Right,
Because you will have a bright year this year, and next year you're rock bottom.
right.
Because I see it happen to plenty artists who in Soca Monarch, who in Road March, and all that kind of thing, right?
Yes.
Invest your money and forget about the brands and the Prada and the Gucci belt and the Prada glasses and you understand? You have to
Yeah.
forget about that. Build yourself, you have to build yourself.
Yeah. I think image is important, but as you say, there's ways and means that you could do it. Anthony is saying that the government made arrangement with cattle, I guess, for that 10% stuff that he was talking about. But again, I know people need to invest. People need to have your little side hustle for the rainy days because
Yes, they do.
as I say, not all year round you will have jobs. You understand?
Exactly.
And you have to make a way and be creative now for you to stay afloat. Even for Christmas where you sing in your parents, performing every then, I know this was a short season for a lot
Yeah.
of people too. So I know the pace. So you guys not on the road, you say this year.
On the road, no, no, we're not on the road this year.
All right. Taking a
Yeah.
little break.
Well, we're not really taking a break. It's just that most of the bands, what they are saying is that the flow of the registration is
Yeah.
not big this year. Like plenty of people are coming to Trinidad.
It's true. because a lot of people were scared with Venezuela and Trinidad. So a
Yeah.
lot of people not coming, they're scared for what will happen. So I know a lot of people cancel, sell the costume and thing because they're scared to come home. But I want to say it's pretty okay. I'm here and I feel safe,
Yes,
you know.
yes.
But I know for some people, they worry and stuff. So what you
Yeah.
looking forward to Saturday at the fiesta? What you looking forward to?
Well, Fiesta is always a big event. They have like
Big picnic, like they say, it's a big picnic.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like a big picnic, you know. Plenty food, plenty drinks, plenty people.
Yes.
Right? I think the event starts at 6 and finish like maybe 2 next
Okay.
morning. Right? And it's traffic gonna be there and all stars.
All traffic and all stars. Okay,
All
great.
stars. Yes,
Yes.
yes. 2 big bands. And I think they have a lot of artists who gonna pass through, like maybe Patrice, lyrical. We have like about 4 or 5 artists passing through.
Very
But
nice.
that's a great event, you know. As I
Yes.
said, I've been doing that event since in the 90s. And I know it's a big event, you know, to see 20,000 people that's jumping up and waving their flag and having a good time. You know, it's a nice experience, you know, for people who come in the Trinidad that come to Fiesta on Saturday and experience that 40 Calypsonians, you know, live artists and bands.
Yeah, I think so too, because growing up in South, that have grown and grown and grown. And what I could tell you is San Fernando is a place if it could make it finals, it could make it anyway because they have
Anyway, yes.
you know. Anthony saying that artists need to pay into NIS yeah, too. Pay NIS so you could probably get a return. I don't know if it works here because everywhere is different.
Yes,
But
yes. As I said, I have no problem with the NIS and the taxes. I have no problem with that because at the
right,
end of the day, we will get back something. As they say, we get we pension because we reach 65, we pay we NIS and we pay we taxes, so we pension again. But
right,
if we don't do that, we have no pension again because we never work no way.
yes. Last thing I want to ask you, Eddie. I saw in the newspaper that they put Baron in a home now.
Yes,
So I
yes.
very sad though. Um, Especially when I saw they asking for help.
Well,
Again, as you say,
I think that's not good at all. I think if his wife or whoever put him in the home, because I know Barnum have no kids, right? I think
he
maybe
have one.
she
Yeah,
could
he
have
have
get.
one Clint. He have a son, Clint.
Oh yeah, you have a son, right? But
Yeah,
what I think they should have paid somebody to come and take care of him home.
yeah. Then
Yeah,
put him in a home.
than put him in a home because when you go to a home, that is kill you faster, you know,
I know.
because you just miss home
Yes.
and you
You're
will
not
get the
in the
treatment home
environment.
that inside
Yeah. I felt sad for that.
there. Yeah,
And
that's
I
that
know
that
we have another
that.
friend, Derek. He is in New York and he just go and look for Calypso Rose. She's also in a home there too. I
Right.
know that Anthony normally talks to Sparrow, but he's well taken care of.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I say, artists have to make provision so things like this at least the family could, as you say, get someone because they have a lot of home health now to come and see about you.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. I think she should do that.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Well, Ellie, I know I take up a lot of time. Thank you so much for coming to Motivational Monday.
You're welcome. You're
Thank
welcome.
you
You're
so
welcome.
much for hanging with us for 2026, letting us know that the struggle is real and it's not
Yes, it is.
easy, but you're climbing the ladder, you're staying afloat, and all success to you and your band, and just keep being who you are, keep being humble, and
Yes, yes.
good who you are. Thank you
Thank you.
so,
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right.
Okay,
Yes,
Melissa.
guys. Okay, have a good night.
Okay, you too. Bye bye.
All right, bye bye.
Okay.
Okay, guys, so there you have it. You had Eddie Charles talking about Carnival 2026. And the ups and downs of being a soca artist, having a band, with young people in it, being the elder, trying to navigate them to go in the right direction. Again, I love how he said that, there's no pension for soca artists. So you have to save your money and invest for the rainy days because there's only seasons. You have Carnival season. When Carnival finish, you might get borrowed day when that finish. If you get a gig, you get a gig. If not, Christmas, and then you're back again. So not everybody have it easy, but it's always good to share to let people know that it's not easy, and we cannot judge people, and we cannot judge the elders because they paving the way for the younger ones. And I mean, I love how some of the soca artists bringing back old time calypso to the new, adding the spin to the new um calypso these days. Like for example, Full Blown, Nyla singing, another one, Michael Tasia. We know these songs from years ago, but they're making a spin because a lot of youths now today don't know half of those songs because they never listened to it. Even when I went to Pan yesterday, the Lizard Runaway, that is long ago songs that they play that people weren't familiar if you're not in a certain age bracket. So again, we always have to mix the old with the new because everybody don't know. So I think that, education is power, I just always say, and we always have to support each other. Don't say that people need to retire because this is what they know. Everybody know the onions and the garlic. And for the younger soca artists, as Eddie said, they need to put in the work. They need to be humble. And you can't say a man should retire or he shouldn't retire. You understand? Because I watched Lord Nelson in the 90s and he's still singing and he still have people going down. He going down till he lie down. You understand? So we just have to appreciate. We Trinidadians need to appreciate our culture and stop be saying, oh, this one should give the younger one a chance. Why? Why? You have artists in America singing, Grenada, all over the world. They ain't saying that about the people. I look at the Grenadians, they support one another. When Little Natty and Thunder Day, Talpuri Day, all them day. You understand? To help one another. That's what we need to do instead of bringing down a soca sister or a brother in the fraternity. We need to lift them up and support them and don't bring them down and say, oh, this one should retire and why this song playing and this, that. Crap, do your art. If you have your followers and you know you're good, you won't have a problem. And stop be hating on the ones who always to the top because they work very tireless night. You hear from Eddie how much training he does, how much training after training after training to perfect the craft. So we cannot hate on these people. You understand? So I hope tonight we get a better view on the soca artist's life. And just give them the flowers, man. And when you see Eddie, you know he's a guy you could take a picture. And Eddie always love for all the years I know Eddie is love from Eddie. You understand? So have a blessed and wonderful week, guys. Again, everybody who's locked in on Facebook, on Instagram, YouTube. Thank you guys for your support always. Happy February month. Be safe out there. Love in the house. Always, always. I'm a little down tonight because I have a little cold, but I'm going to be better. All right. So, love in the house. Peace out. Love one another. Okay. Bye, guys.